Deimos last time?
Cafe.
Deimos was in the cafe. I think he's inside the hut. No, he was with you guys outside. So Ludwig, are you going to go ahead and look for them, or are you going to still chill out in the shop?
Well, I have no idea where they are, and all
they mentioned before they left that they were going to the shop.
They said they were going to like shopping, and I'm like, it's getting towards morning. Maybe they found it in. Maybe they did something else. I think he's content, at least knowing they went off shopping. They wouldn't do something too brash.
Okay. I will say at this point in time, because it is midday still, the shops are still open. They could still be out and about. It's fine. You're not too suspicious yet. They have been gone for a bit of time, though. Dolan and Bema are getting a little worried now, considering that they left to go to the magic shop and see her father. So, kind of curious about what they're talking about. But back in street, because you managed to wake up Atalanta and have your own little discussion with her. Oh wait, Bemo's in the street with you. That's right. There we go. For the party members that are in the middle of the street conversing with Solani, as well as Bema, are you going to head back to the shop, or are you going to go straight to underneath? That would be Landon, Bone, and Sapphire.
You said back in the shop or underneath?
Yeah.
Should we try to gather everyone so we could all go together to the under area, just so we can try to travel as a group more?
Yeah.
Then I guess we'll go back to the shop and meet up with the others. And bring Solani with us. If she is willing to make a quick stop there before we go under.
And by others you mean probably just me.
You and Ludwig, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Ludwig and I are just sitting there talking about life and
Actually, I'm not talking to you at all. I'm in a sentry rest.
And Bema and
never mind.
Dolan.
Ishmael's just sitting there twiddling his thumbs.
He's just vibing.
Yep.
He's practicing. He's studying his cantrips.
Yes, exactly.
Considering that everyone's had a very stressful morning, Ishmael's the one that's chilled out right now. So.
Oh yeah, I'm just all like, "Yep, life is good." Let's
Super
see this
well
new spell
rested.
I'm working on.
But for anyone that contributed to the recap in any way, you do have inspiration for your first check. So.
Oh dear.
Whatever that is.
Inspiration. 1d6?
Inspiration.
1d8.
Yeah, it's 1d8. Like a bardic inspiration. So.
I have inspiration from like all this time ago that I've never used.
Same! Dude, I can literally go through all of my characters and look at every single one of them, and every single one of them has inspiration from months ago.
Exactly, from like somewhere pulled out of somebody's ass, like really.
Literally.
Yeah,
I always forget to use
it.
it.
A few times. I've never used it.
Yeah, it's alright. But anywho. Where's Deimos? Anyway.
See, the cow has gone full rogue and just went elusive. He's somewhere, but you don't know where.
So you guys head back to the shop. Bema and Solani in tow. Atalanta is still being carried by you. Mind you, you need to make a strength check because you're also carrying honey.
My god, that's right. Strength check. That is a 25.
That's big.
You are having no problems carrying both of them simultaneously in the exact same spot on your back.
Drunk.
Meanwhile, Solani's just kind of confused as for why you are carrying your water dog.
Because water dogs are cool.
Water dogs are cool, but that doesn't explain why she's carrying the water dog.
Landon,
My puppy, I love puppy.
Who knows? She does things in mysterious ways.
I meant Ludwig.
But you head back to the shop. No problems. Ishmael, Ludwig, and Dolan are all waiting for you. Dolan looks at the rest of you. What the hell happened here? Everything okay?
It's a long story.
Alright, well, what's our next plan of action? Time's ticking down, you know?
Ludwig is gonna, like, pop up. So, how did you... Oh, God.
Let's try.
For what has happened here? I believe you went out to go get magic items. I didn't think you were going to return getting your ass whooped by the shopkeeper.
Oh, is that what happened?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Like literally or figuratively?
Yeah.
A little bit of both.
Oh, God. Well, I hope everything's okay, especially with you, Landon. I hope everything's okay with you. I'm
No.
sorry.
You know, he like reached into Landon's chest. He doesn't have a heart anymore. Sorry.
Huh?
Oh, we don't know how he's still living.
Huh?
Gone.
What?
You're just saying that, right?
No.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait,
you
what?
Exactly.
Nani?
Did my mic just die?
Repeat what you said, please.
Zafir doesn't
Oh,
know how to make jokes, guys. Try.
Oh,
So, is what you're saying Landon is a necromancer now?
I am.
No, he's a zombie.
I am no such thing. Am I?
Are
Zombie.
you a lich, Landon?
You're a fucking zombie. And I'll like elbow him in the arm.
Right.
uh,
Yeah, this is.
Listen, her charisma is a +0. She doesn't know how to make jokes.
This is true. I am a zombie. What she said.
The Kenku jumps out from behind the counter and leans over in front of Landon, stroking his beak. Yep.
You're too close.
This is a zombie. This is definitely a zombie.
you don't.
For if I cast
You don't
then
look
cure
dead.
wound.
I don't feel dead.
May I
Wait,
do
hang
a
on.
test?
Wait a sec. I'm confused. Did I miss something last session?
No.
Okay, so we
I-
are genuinely just fucking. Okay.
Ludwig
They're just fucking around.
Ludwig is kind of confused, so he wants to do a test right now on Landon.
Oh no. Okay.
For if you
What's
are
this to do?
undead, then this should hurt.
What?
What?
He's gonna cast Cure Wounds on you.
Ow.
Ow.
Ludwig, what did you do to him?
You are
I'm gonna
healed
cast
for
the Sky
14
Self on Landon.
You're healed for 14 HP.
More dead.
I'm also gonna roll an insight.
I cast the Sky Self on Landon to make him look dead.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Oh,
this guy
but-
still only work on you?
I guess I'm
I don't
believing
know.
it because I got an 8.
I try.
For the
If it
moment,
works. I tried.
I got an
really,
18. I don't know if what I'm rolling here is deception, but if it is, I got an 18.
Yeah.
you really
see-
truly believe that Landon is in fact an undead.
Well, I believe.
Yeah,
I believe we now
what?
have a lich in our party. This could
No,
get
no,
problematic.
no.
I told
No,
you.
that can't be possible. And you're about to make Ishmael
I'm gonna cast
have
message.
a 5th level raised dead.
I'm gonna cast message privately between me and Landon, or I'm Landon, me and
You
Ishmael.
and Landon? Wow.
And I'm just gonna say, babe, we're just fucking with Ishmael, or we're just fucking with Landon.
Yep.
Or Ludwig. Hang on. I'm
Landon.
gonna get there eventually.
Fucking
I'm
with-
really tired, guys. I just woke up from a nap like 20 minutes ago.
Isn't it fun?
So,
So wait, can I just narrate what Ishmael was doing right before he got that?
yes.
He was like sitting there about to slap Landon across the face with the raised dead.
That. Okay.
That
He was-
doesn't work with undead.
By
Oh,
the
it
way,
doesn't work with undead.
No,
Oh,
he has
frick,
to be
never mind.
actually dead.
Landon,
Oh.
you're healed for 14 HP.
Then to destroy undead, so
Right.
then he can revivify
Thank
him.
Well, no, if you use any healing, it should hurt the zombie or undead.
So
Oh, whatever. Then he'll basically just exist if he die.
anyway, Solani is still carrying her basket. Looking at the rest of you, you said you wanted to get to underneath and see the markings in the lower part of the town.
Right.
Yes.
The what?
There's a spot underground where I used to heal the shadow elves that are a little bit closer to death than others. It's unfortunate, but I'm on my way there right now. I can't stay for long, but if you want to come with me, you're welcome.
Ludwig is just kind of look at the rest of his party, and he's gonna like kneel down to Saphir and try to whisper. So,
Yeah?
are we pulling off the plan today or no?
Is it the last day of the festival, DM?
It's the second to last day of the festival, but this is the day that you guys were agreeing upon to.
Okay.
Because he's a little confused.
carry
Like,
things
are we doing it today? Are we not doing it today?
Yeah.
I think that we need to discuss that with everyone and get the plan solid.
Because if so, I'm gonna need honey.
This would be the day that you had discussed. But I will say, things are prepared around the city for you guys to do.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question.
Hmm?
Is the mayor looking for me?
The mayor currently is... I mean,
I did
you're
not
inside...
show up for a meeting last night.
In that same resolve, you don't know where the mayor is. You would assume by... make an insight. Make an insight.
Just ask your daughter.
I mean, that's also a possibility, to be honest.
Natural 20 for 26.
Wow. That's
I
my
have advantage
sister.
on it, thank God, because I rolled a 3 at first.
That's my sister.
So the mayor, Solani's not been notified of anything. You can tell that she hasn't said anything about that. Moreover, you haven't seen her from inside the tavern that you're at right now, the shop you're at right now. So you can't assume that she was looking for you, but it is a possibility. I would say she is very busy. You would assume, based on what you know from her house, she might be doing some caretaking around the city for the moment. It's a good possibility. As for if she's looking for you specifically, can't really say.
Okay, alright.
So, are you all going to go ahead and accompany her down, or is she going to go solo? Because she's going.
I will accompany her.
I guess it depends. Like, are we all going down? Like, it honestly depends. Are we doing the plan today, or are we going down with her? Since if we're doing,
I think we should go down and get the plan straight with the Shadow Elves. Because we didn't really discuss the plan that well to them.
Yes.
Well, I wasn't there.
Like, I think I did the message telephone thing, and that was about it.
Yeah.
But each
Yeah, I
one's
think
gonna go
that's a
back
good
down to the
idea.
Shadow
Can I
Elves.
ask the Kenku to come with us?
So, I cut out there. What's the overall consensus?
Sure.
Okay.
I want to ask the Kenku to come with us, though.
You know what? Fine.
For dear sir, would you mind accompanying us to the bellows of this city?
Personally, I haven't been down there myself. But I suppose if everyone else is going down, I could close down the shop for a bit. As long as Bemo's alright with that. She does nod. And he starts locking everything up really quick and is standing outside the door with the key, waiting for everyone else. guys.
All right.
I'm
Let's
following
go.
them.
We go.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys head out. Dolan does lock the door behind all of you and closes up the shop. And you head down to the Underdark. Well, I mean, I guess this is pretty much the Underdark for the city. Solani knocks on the door, and the little shadow elf who has been guarding the door slides open the little eye hole and looks out. Solani, what are you doing with these people again?
I
That was
peek out from
trouble.
behind her and I wave. I just look like
Wow.
normal Landon.
Oh dear.
Hi. He's gonna give a dopey wave
The
for no reason.
the
This-
And stop
Ludwig is just
fucking
gonna
the
look,
mayor.
and he's just gonna be like, "Hello."
There's so many people. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean,
overworlders are just a menace down here, don't you?
Oh, but we don't mean any harm. Ugh. Oh God, I really haven't been seeing people, have I?
He gives Solani the once over, and she looks very adamant. She doesn't say anything. He gives off a very exasperated sigh. Fine. But don't say I didn't warn you. He goes ahead and opens the door for all of you. So,
I want to tip
Okay.
the man a copper piece.
he takes it and gives you kind of a dismissive nod. Last time everyone was down here, it didn't go well. But, you know, maybe this time I'll be different. Maybe.
probably not.
Oh. Well,
Here, we'll do our best.
Ishmael, since he hasn't been present, is now being super hyper present in this moment. He's holding his staff and waving to people and being super friendly for no apparent reason.
Make a
More?
No.
performance.
Okay, performance check.
Can I assist him?
Sorry, Duck, you don't have to perform.
Darn it, it's a 13.
Okay. As you have descended down the stairs and have seen shadow elves pass back and forth, while you are being friendly and outgoing, they're still kind of giving you not a dirty stare, but kind of like a shifty side eye. They're wary of you, but they're not bothering you.
Can I
Good job,
use-
Ishmael. You neutralize the area.
Question. Can I use... can I do a performance with my calming song to sort of give everyone temporary hit points, but also to calm the situation, maybe help us out?
Yeah, you can ease the tension a little bit. I'll let you do that.
Okay, performance roll 22.
Okay. So everyone regains those nice temporary hit points, and
How
the
many?
air is filled with a
Everyone-
music that is soothing.
Wait,
Roll
how
a
many temporary?
1d6.
Oh, okay.
I wish it would stop
Okay.
doing this.
Oh, shit.
Wait, do I add it on other temporary hit points I already have?
Okay.
Is that a no?
Sorry. Run that by me again? I completely did not catch that.
Does this stack
Temporary.
on extra temporary hit points we already have?
Yes, it does.
Okay, good.
How much was it again?
You roll a 1d6.
Oh,
Oh, I rolled.
So,
I got a 1.
so you get one temporary hit point.
Can I do something before I follow the rest of the group?
Yeah. What do you want to do?
So I'm gonna turn to the guy at the door, and I'm just gonna look at him, dead in the eyes. I stopped fucking the mayor, and I'm just gonna walk away.
Not fair.
The man at the door shakes his head in both disgust and exasperation. He does not give a fuck anymore. At the very least, he likes Solani, but he don't like you guys.
Hey, I was nice to him.
Yeah, what does he have? What reason does he have to not like me? Is it because she's my sister?
He doesn't mind you, but yes.
Oh, cool.
Well, I am a Warforged, so that's probably why.
No, the reason he doesn't like the majority of you is because you're overworlders.
Aw.
Because we all associate so closely with Sapphire. That's the only reason.
But as you have gone down, the tension has eased a little bit. At the very least, people are enjoying the soothing music, whether or not they can tell where it's from. It's echoing back and forth between the halls, and you reach the corridor at which the Undercity is split. There is 6 paths on your right, which you had explored 2 of them before, which led to the residential areas, and there is 1 to your left. The one to your left is the one that Talani starts going down through. And she goes deeper down a large stairwell.
He's gonna follow Salani.
Okay.
I'll keep following Solani.
Okay. As you make your way down this stairwell, you do notice there are some shadow elves peeking out from, like, behind the top of the stairwell, looking down at you, just, like, whispering back and forth, kind of suspicious. But you do make your way down to the bottom, and it is indeed a very large cavernous opening, very similar to the one that you were in when you had teleported. There's no creatures here, though. It's very warmly lit. There's no tree in the back, but there is a large lake. And there are a lot of beds with numerous shadow elves covered in bandages.
Oh gosh. Salani, do any of them need any immediate help? I can attend to them.
This draws suspicion in my mind.
You can try. I mean,
This is that place. Oh, never mind that place. But is there anything I can do for any of them?
She make a perception if you want to know.
Okay.
Anyone who wants to know. Perceptions, insights, checks.
Les,
That's a 19.
Advantage on insight.
instead of a perception, can you recite the poem?
I got a 13 plus 6, 19.
Okay. And what did you say, Ludwig?
The poem
What about the poem? What poem?
from before, when the little voices were singing it about the dead. Could you recite it real quick?
Oh,
Do you remember it? It's okay if you don't. I don't remember a lot of things.
Because
Yeah.
did you catch that?
No, you didn't say anything.
Okay, of course I cut out when I needed to. The poem, as you recall it, was fear not, it's not in your head. The abyss laughs to comfort the dead.
So when we were in this little area with me and Bone,
Mm-hmm.
it looks very familiar when you said there's no tree here, but there is structures and the sick.
Oh no, this is not that area.
I know what I'm saying is, like, it still gives me the vibes of the area in the sense of all those creatures below looked as if they were, like, deformed in some way, but still, like, elvish looking. I don't know, it just makes me think that the sick become, like, the sick die off, but their bodies remain somehow.
Could be perceptive, insightful.
I want to roll an insight on that.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 insight.
Right. So you see that this looks to be being used as a clinic for whatever reason. Obviously, it's a very strange place to be a clinic. There might be some intrinsic reason that might be the case.
Well, where else are they gonna have it?
I mean, they could have it in any other part of the, like, Undercity that's there, up top. But it's just this weird little room that's the clinic.
I rolled a 19 perception to find anybody that's hurt.
Okay, right. So your perception gives off the notion that a lot of these shadow elves, they're bandaged up, they look like, from the exposed flesh that they have, it's growing black, but it's not necrosis. It's very strange.
Can I roll medicine on it?
Yeah, can I roll medicine on?
You can.
And is there any way I would know?
I'm sorry?
Is there any way I'd know if any of my healing spells are broken?
You wouldn't know right away. Do that medicine first, and I'll let you know.
Okay, medicine it is.
And meanwhile...
Oh, good lord.
Hmm?
I got an 11.
I got a 7.
These are definitely some severe injuries. Many of them don't seem coherent. Like, some of them seem to even be going insane, but they can't move. As for the flesh, it's definitely not necrotic, but where Shadow Elves normally would be pale, it looks like their skin is growing pitch black.
Oh dear.
Could I try to protection evil and good, one of them, to see if it does anything?
You can try.
Protection on the one that looks most severely affected by this, whichever one that is. Okay. Yep, just did it.
Okay. There's one young lady in the back, and you cast protection from evil and good. And what you notice is the skin lesion, whatever this is, doesn't decrease. In fact, it seems to be exasperating. It's growing.
Oh, you're killing her faster.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. He pulls out his staff and it's going to use a Cure Wounds first charge.
She's groaning in a lot of pain.
Darling, you're killing her faster.
Oh, no. 15 healing makes...
I'm going to make... Solange's making a sleight of hand really quick. Okay, that's
Oh, God.
16. Before you manage to do Cure Wounds, Solange's going to put her hand over yours and just look sympathetically. Please don't.
What's wrong with her? Why didn't that spell work?
Darling, you're killing her faster.
Oh, but if they're dying, then I could at least use my spare the dying thing.
Maybe.
Oh.
The Shadow Elves, they suffer from very unique circumstances compared to most elves. She's going to go ahead and cast a 5th level life transference.
Then could I just yeet that charge over onto her?
You can try.
Well, since I was trying to use the charge and then I didn't use it, if I see her life transferring, can I try and use the Cure Wounds on her instead?
Yeah, that'd work. So
transfer the 15 healing to her, or should I?
Yeah, you just roll the healing. And what you see from the perspective of everyone, because she's standing kind of very openly in the middle, is a large green stream just pours out of her chest, around her arm, and into this shadow elf, and they slowly become stable. She is currently gasping for air and in quite a bit of pain, but happily Ishmael did manage to heal her.
What happened to her? Do we know?
She looked hurt.
Anyone who wants to know what exactly that was, make an Arcana.
Oh, that was cocked. Yikes. I don't want to talk about it.
My Arcana is high.
Sorry?
I can't attempt an Arcana check. Mine is high.
I mean,
Okay.
my modifier, my modifier is -1, and I got a natural 1, so.
So you got a 0.
+7.
You don't even know that it's magic. In fact, you think that, you think that she's... Actually, you know what? This might work out well for you.
Oh?
You think the exact opposite of what it actually was.
I
Cool.
rolled a 19.
I rolled a 13.
I think of what it was, only I tack on a nah, couldn't be right at the very end.
Exactly. For Bone, Ludwig, you guys want to roll?
Nah, I have bad Arcana.
Okay.
I don't.
I mean, me
Ludwig-
too. That didn't stop me.
Ludwig.
True.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I can roll. Sure. Oh, wow. Okay, that was 19.
Ludwig doesn't really care to.
Those raw rolls, though.
One of two things: you might get a natural one and get it right on, or roll a crit.
Nat 20 with the 0.
I don't think Ludwig would really care to. Like, he can see they're in pain, but it's not really anything on his bones.
Right. So for anyone who can really make a solid 16 plus roll, you can tell that Solani very literally is giving her life to the other Shadow Elves in this room. It seems like that seems to be the only way to potentially heal these creatures.
But what about what happened to the lady? Why did they need healing?
So all of them, from what you can tell, are almost in a catatonic state. Many of whom, they've suffered injuries.
So, Solani, you look kind of out of breath. Did something happen? I'm sorry, my magic diverted to you when I tried to heal them. Did I really do something wrong again?
No, it was probably for the best, to be honest. Regular healing magic at this state does not work on them anymore.
Oh, God. But it works on you, right?
It technically will, yes.
Just tell me if you need anything. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that
Okay.
to the lady.
So,
It's fine.
Solani,
I know you wanted to help.
since you seem to be some caretaker to these poor souls, could you mind informing me, or us, rather, what ails them? What is this affliction of souls?
So to be clear, a lot of these individuals came down here already in a catatonic state. Unfortunately, Shadow Elves are cursed with the Shadow's curse. They're not really alive in the first place.
Oh.
Uh,
Yeah.
Shadow Elves have a tendency to be dead.
That, I mean, yeah.
They are
be dead?
That's what not being alive means, I guess.
they're in between that state of life and death. It's not quite undeath either, but it's as if the
Oh.
Shadowfell calls them back once they are close to death.
It's like
So it's like a spectrum, but like a weird spectrum with like things in between in every little niche.
it's
Uh,
actually,
So it's like being a ghost, only you're not actually a ghost, you're flesh and
so
blood.
like you know
Anyone
how
who is a Pallid Elf,
That's me.
make a religion check with advantage. Everyone else who is curious, make a religion check in general. Actually, Ishmael, also make a religion check with advantage since you're a cleric.
What
Dude,
was
I just
that?
rolled a medicine check that was a 26.
Why is
If
my
only I could have had that
religion
earlier.
so high?
You said a religion?
can I
Yes.
instead roll
That's
a
not great.
18.
The -1, a 15, that's 14.
13.
Okay, it's not
Can
bad.
I instead roll a
And-
history check for Legend of Lore College?
What?
Can I instead roll a history check because I'm part of Legend of Lore College?
Possibly. That might work. But for anyone who rolled above anyone roll above a 15?
I rolled a
I
15.
rolled an 18.
I rolled a 15 -1.
Bone, what'd you roll?
I got a 19.
You know, 19. Okay.
Never
Okay.
mind.
So, what'd you get, Ludwig?
7.
I mean, the others could possibly tell you, so. But between Bone, Landon, and Sapphire, Ishmael, did you roll above 15? I don't remember.
No, I rolled a 13. Wow.
Okay. So for those people, you can tell that the Shadowfell, what happens when a Shadow Elf is near death, in the sense of game mechanics, if they are making death saves. they are slowly drawn into the Shadowfell in some way. You don't know exactly what happens to them and what would actually be the outcome if that was the case, but they have the sense of losing their souls instead of actually dying.
Oof.
So a lot of these people didn't come in with an affliction as much as they suffered wounds or anything else that brought them to the throes of death. She's just keeping them stable.
Huh.
They gradually, as time goes on, just fail these death saves naturally. So the woman that Ishmael tried to heal was not... She's pretty much at that state.
Oh dear.
I can't even spare the dying here. What?
No, they're not really dying. They don't die. They just soul yank.
They just unalive.
They just like Bendy and the Ink Machine disappear.
So like their soul isn't in their body necessarily speaking. They're essentially, your body is the essence of their soul, and their soul is in the plane of limbo and shit. Just like
Their soul is
die.
being not limbo.
Well, not
Their soul
limbo.
is being drawn into the Shadowfell, and this specifically would have to be the doing of the Raven Queen.
Yep. Totally understand.
My
Got
bitch
all that.
right there. That's my bitch right there.
Yeah, so that's the status of the people down here. She goes ahead and tries to collect some water from the pool that's in the back. Bringing it back to the people and trying to basically tend to their falling off flesh, I guess.
If Ishmael's able to figure out if she's doing life transference, if she does it again, then he will just pump heals into her once he knows that she's giving her life for them.
Okay, that would work. She has performed, let me see, how many people in this room? 6. So she's performed 6 sets of life transference.
So she's like low-key dying now.
That's a lot.
Yeah. It is
Okay.
actually a lot.
Well, if she looks really, really like, what's it called? Like bad, then Ishmael's gonna probably give her 3 more
I mean, a cure wounds.
I'm
wouldn't
trying to
really
debate
heal
Save
between
soul
3
some
or 4.
spells locked, please.
Yeah, don't waste them all right here.
Like a cure wounds wouldn't
We still
really
have a
heal
fight.
them. It would just heal the physical.
Oh no, I'm not
body.
wasting spell slots. I'm just doing charges on my staff.
So, for anyone who wants to know that calc, she did 5th level life transference on 6 people, so she took 36 d8 damage every single day.
Oh god.
Fuck.
So, like, I mean, I healed her 15 the first time. I will just do, I will do 2 more. Oh, whatever. 2 more.
No, it keeps her definitely on her feet. She is very dazed, but you can see, because you're the one doing cure wounds on her, her flesh is turning black just the same way as everyone else in here.
19 more cure wounds. Oh, that's just gonna be, like, obliging him to do it more, because he feels bad now.
I think maybe it's time to slow down, Solani.
Don't really have a choice. No one else in here can really do this.
Oh
Solani, I
god.
don't wish to be of that particular nature, but
Some people aren't worth saving.
if they're getting to the point where you can't, since I'm assuming everyone shared the information with Ludwig.
I would assume so. Like, people know.
Correct? Were you shared with me? I can speak.
Absolutely not. I gatekeep them, you know?
Okay.
Slash
Solani,
joke.
Solani, my dear woman, I don't think you're doing very much good in the grand scheme here. They're on death's door, so to speak. They aren't going to survive, and they're just going to continue to barely etch along until they finally kick the bucket, so to speak.
You're wasting your life essence for no reason.
Essentially,
Yes,
you're-
but also, she can't just throw her life I mean, she is kind of throwing her life away for them, but she just can't not do her job and not complete her duty knowing that they're suffering and that they're dying.
The job of a doctor is to...
She won't have...
The job of a doctor or healer or cleric is to give life and healing, but sometimes you have to give. Sometimes you have to make the call.
Yes.
Die anyways, it makes no sense.
But if they're in pain, then that's just going to make it that much worse.
What did you say?
She's going to die anyways. She's killing herself for no goddamn reason.
Yes, but if she's easing their pain, then she's doing a good thing.
No, she's not.
She does smile and kind of motion you all towards the water that she was at. You can see. Make a perception.
Oh, us?
Chief?
Yeah.
Okay. What is that? Not good. These mini dice ain't cutting it.
Oh, fuck me.
It's a 7 plus 6.
Got it.
13?
19.
27.
Ooh.
I rolled a 9, but my perception is high.
These mini dice ain't cutting it.
Anyone who rolled underneath a 13, you're distracted staring at a wall for some reason.
What if I got exactly 13?
Solani's hair is pretty.
Okay.
But she's... For anyone else who rolled higher than that, I will say the scene definitely looks very familiar. There's large etchings on the back wall. They're a bit more clear now that the tree is not in the way. You can see a large serpent carved along the wall, and it looks like it almost leads from a state of life and the modern world to a decrepit plane, as if it can move back and forth between. It looks like maybe the Ouroboros sign in that sense. But Solani is now kneeling at the edge of the water, and she is reached into it, plucking out the flowers from the bottom, which look very similar to the ones that you saw back in the cave.
Is this the place? And you just see, like, in spite of everybody else, he's just gonna go right up to Silene and just see what she's doing, just because, yeah.
Can I go to the wall and try to inspect the carvings?
I'm distracted with Sylvani's hair.
I'm distracted by Landon being distracted by her hair.
There we go. Yes, you can make an investigation of the back wall. Anyone else doing anything? I couldn't hear.
I'm just distracted by someone being distracted by someone's hair.
Yeah, I'm analyzing Landon's hair, who's analyzing her hair.
Okay.
You told me investigation?
Yes, you would be doing an investigation. So, you investigate the back... Sorry?
It was 11.
Landon?
Oh, it said that's a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, my investigation is a plus 11.
So you notice along the back wall, you've made your way back there and are running your hand along it. It's not dangerous. But you can tell that the serpent seems to be more of like a personification. You can make out the same kind of etchings that slip in that kind of S-sounding name. You're making it out slowly, and it sounds like Solaris. But it doesn't sound like a god you've heard of before. Or any kind of deity, to be honest. What you can tell from the back wall, though, is that it seems to be able to slip back and forth between the living realm and the realm of the dead, or Shadowfell. Aside from that, Solani's use of the plants, the plant holds a bit of the water within it. After drinking from it, she looks completely revitalized.
Huh. Cool.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Can I see the water?
Sorry?
Can I see the water?
You can see the water. Yeah.
Can I make an Arcana check on the water?
Is this the water that we saw back in?
God fucking damn
Babe, I
it.
don't know what you're doing, but you're making a lot of noise.
Oh, sorry.
6.
You can tell that the water
sparkling.
itself does not have that same glow that it did in the other place, but you can't tell what else about it is different.
Oh, I'm sorry. What check was he making? Because he's also better.
He was making an Arcana.
Okay, Arcana. Let's do this. +0. An 8. Let's do this.
Same thing with Ludwig.
Ismael, would you like some assistance with that?
Yes.
Alright. I'll
I'm gonna
help
keep
him out.
standing at Landon's hand.
Okay.
Lana,
Babe, you're making noise.
I'm
Like a lot.
I'm turning on water. It's making that much noise. I'm thirsty.
9.
Okay, no, I can roll it. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
you know you're
Thank
thirsty,
you.
Ishmael.
26.
Okay, so you can tell water itself does not have magic. It's more the flowers.
Huh.
It's not in the same state that it was when you saw it before. But the flowers seem to be... They have a healing property that is extremely potent. You can't tell what about it, but it's almost as if you've regained a life when you sip from it. And it's very clearly what she's been using to actually sustain herself.
Why can't she give the water to the people that are dying?
Imagine it's for the same reason why Ishmael can't use healing word on them.
Yeah, it won't work in the same way, unfortunately. If she tries to apply the fluid from the plants to the people, it's more like true healing, rather than like she'd be giving them a new soul rather than trying to maintain the one that they have, if that makes sense.
A little.
Whereas for hers, since she's not in the throes of death as of yet, she can manage to take healing like this. It's more like soul reparation, rather than holding them in place. Different types of healing, but it's quite the problematic situation. You can take the flowers if you want to. Like, the water is safe, but may or may not come at a cost.
Nope, they're for Sileny. At least that's what my character.
But
question.
as for... Yes, Ludwig?
So you said we can take a flower, correct?
If you so choose, you can try and harvest them.
I want to try to harvest some of the flowers and put them in a closed flask.
Okay.
What do I roll?
Let's see. I think the best potential roll you could make would be... let's say a sleight of hand.
Ugh.
Or a nature check. One of the two.
Oh. Nature any better? Nature got a 15. Sleight of hand is 9.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
I can try sleight of hand.
What do I get?
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
Ishmael, either of you?
I 22 sleight of hand.
Not good.
I tried doing a nature check. I got a 9.
Oof.
Gotta do
I got a 12, 10 plus 12. So.
Okay. Landon?
I got a 5.
Okay. So anyone who has rolled above a 15,
Hey, I got a 15.
22.
you manage to harvest 3 flowers each. And I would like you to make a wisdom save.
Hey.
Oh, fucking hell.
7.
Oh, it's 21. I'm just rolling fucking well today.
Sapphire doesn't hear anything.
Oh no.
Okay.
Ludwig, on the other hand, as soon as you pick up the flowers, you manage to jar them. However, although you don't have ears as a Warforged, there's an echoing wailing as you break the flower from its stem. The light fades from it, and it almost is ear-piercing. It feels like your mind is going to melt. The room is spinning. Everything looks like it is doubled or tripled in vision, and you fall flat on your back.
Oh.
You take 44 damage.
Oh, Ludwig. Oh my
44
God.
or
shit.
4d4?
No, 44.
44.
Like 4,
4.
Oh dear.
Ludwig,
Ouch!
Oh my God.
So what happens now is my little tattoo would activate on its own and engulfs me in green flames.
Yeah.
Ludwig, oh my God. Wait, oh, what did you do? And he's just gonna run over to him, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna use more
Wait,
healing.
does this cause any mental trauma to happen?
Yes. Yes, it
Oh,
does.
No.
Uh,
Oh no.
you are hearing... Hold on. You are hearing so many souls wailing in your skull, and it is inescapable for you. You are currently paralyzed. However, it
31
is
healing.
traumatic to the point that you may or may not be conscious at this point in time. I would like you to roll a d20 to actually check that.
I have a technical question while he rolls.
Uh-huh.
So, we were talking about this the other day because I was planning on making a Warforged, and the DM of that game made a point. Since Ludwig's soul is made of magic, wouldn't the spell magic kill him?
And
No. No.
There's
A
Because-
Warforge's soul is, while it is magic, it is like a mechanical magic because they're made. It's like it's bound. as-
magic.
It's more of a ruin than anything. So
A,
like even if
a Warforged is more of a container. It's separated, and unless something specifically interferes with the magic within the container, he's alright.
so,
Like
you
dispel
would
magic?
you would have to like
Okay.
so, like,
Also, 31 healing.
Listen,
Ludwig.
no one's gonna try to use the spell
know.
magic on you.
I know. I'm just saying,
But-
like, for
Just-
the way that I read it is like that. It's the way that I think of it is like a ruin. There's like a ruin in his chest, and that's the like powering construct of the whole goddamn thing. So like, if you tampered with the ruin, potentially you could tamper with his soul.
Yes. It's more of how the soul was contained within the Warforged.
No, I get it, but the
Yeah.
thing is, if someone took that and just dispelled magic, technically there would be no magic in his soul.
Spell magic dispels the effect of magic, but it would still be
Exactly, the effect of the magic is what keeps him alive.
I know, but there would still be magic inside me, powering up the ruin no matter what.
It's what keeps him... I discussed this with one particular DM. It's what keeps him attached to his metal body. So, if it's a high enough Dispel Magic, because keep in mind, Dispel Magic is level 3,
So
It's a high
basically,
enough
if someone
dispel
has
magic.
At level 9, they could possibly kill
it
him.
won't kill him. It'll just remove the soul from the carcass, and he'd have to find
Essentially-
another way to put it into something else. It'd be very similar
Essentially,
to
like, if
Magic Jar.
Essentially, if
But
you
here's
had like
another question.
Shoo. We can shoo away the soul.
Yeah, basically. But here's another question. If like you know how the new reborn race you can make constructs, right?
Mhm.
And you can basically take a soul and put it in a made up body, like a flesh golem, some shit like that.
Yep.
Could you technically, if a person's dying, could you technically take their soul out and put it on a warforged body
that's
Yes.
clone.
just to keep them alive?
That is called
Yep.
clone spell.
They did that in the Adventures Zone.
You can do that.
So,
That's
if
fine.
you use the clone spell or simulacrum, you can do that with a
You see-
warforged body.
My favorite thing right now is the fact that
Um,
reborns are a thing. I'm sorry, I'm
but-
like completely derailing the game
Okay,
right now. This is the
so-
last thing I'm gonna say. Because my character in a different game just died, and I was like, I don't feel like making another character. Made a reborn.
Yeah.
Same
My
character, just
question-
no memories.
My question right now is, so
Mm-hmm.
Ishmael, you said you're trying to heal me, right?
31 healing.
Are you touching me?
I think Kieran's is Kieran's touch.
I think so.
Then
Dude,
you
what?
get burned.
Oh well.
No.
I don't care.
That's
He's gonna heal you
fair.
whether or not he's gonna heal you.
So let's see
Okay.
here. Golf charges.
Yes,
Let me
Kieran's is
roll-
touch.
Let me roll heat metal real quick.
Oh, also he's gonna heal you one more charge with his staff.
So you're taking 14 damage, Ishmael.
Okay, that's 7 damage for me. Does he care? Not really. He's going to
What do
also
you mean 7 damage?
heal you
for
with one more charge.
I did 14 damage to you. You're touching me.
Yeah. Also 10 additional healing on top of that 31. Okay.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Oh no, I
41.
40 or 30?
41.
41.
Not-
I was particularly asking, did this cause any mental trauma, as in, well, you know what I'm referring to. But...
I know. It knocks your ass out. That's what it does.
Oof.
There's no mental berserky.
No, not at the moment. And Solani gives a sigh, collecting the flowers, making sure they're okay first, and then kneeling by your side before laying her hand on your heated body, on your skull. Well, where it would be. And you seem to become stable. She is injured, though, for doing this.
Can she just use one of the flowers from my flask?
We can see what happens when someone uses flowers on themselves.
Well, I wasn't using a flower on myself. I was collecting them.
Yep.
Well, what's it called? Ishmael, after healing him and throwing his staff up into the air and channeling more healing, he's gonna pull his hand back. Oh god, I forgot he was all hot and stuff.
Is Ludwig awake?
No, he's knocked out.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to Solani and I'm just gonna be like, does that happen every time someone try to pick up a flower? Like, I'm fine, but does that always happen?
Usually.
What happens when you have the flower?
Your soul is exchanged with whatever was in the flower.
So this flower can keep souls inside of it?
That would be the case.
Yeah. Oh, thank
great.
goodness.
So,
Oh.
wait a minute. So I'm in a flower now.
No,
That
you
technical
holding
question.
it had almost drawn your soul out of you. That's what happened.
Technical
Oh.
question.
Mhm.
So, if we have the flowers trying to heal ourselves, would the character just become a different person?
It depends on whatever you roll as the save. If you roll it fine, you heal. If you don't, this.
Then
dear.
you have a soul swap with someone else, basically.
And you're jammed forcefully into the flower. That's again if
Okay.
you use it. If you touch
Okay.
it, then
You
your
just
soul
take a
gets
shitload of damage.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
Good to know.
lesson for next time. Don't do that again, Ludwig.
I guess I can make a few. Actually, this makes me wonder if I could make some poison.
You almost made me had a healer's panic there, okay? But it's okay. You're only
Now,
down
the
3
real
hit
question
points
is,
in the end.
how the fuck are you gonna carry me out of here?
She has a very sad and tired face on right now. He'll be fine. Nothing to worry
Okay.
about.
Oh God, Sileny, if only we could help a little more.
It is what it is. Between myself... fortunate enough that my mother is a very talented sorceress.
That's good.
Able to learn quite a few things.
Well, I'm sure you're taking good care of them down here. If you ever need any healing or help with keeping yourself up and about so that you're basically giving your life to these people, if you have any trouble with that, please just call me. Or, that came off wrong.
She nods, appreciating what you're saying. She's compared to when Deimos, Bone, and Ludwig had seen her at the festival, she still is in good shape. But as she goes back to healing the individuals and tending to them, you can see from a distance, you can start to see her bones.
Oh boy, this is just breaking his heart right now. And also, as the skin of his wrist is peeling off, he's also kind of like holding it and like watching her do that and like trying not to cry.
I think we've seen enough. Should we
So-
try to get out of here?
How are you gonna
Okay.
carry me out of here?
That's a good question.
No one said about carrying you. Just gonna leave you there.
You.
Bone, do one of your crazy strength checks again.
No, I'm not nice.
Let's do a strength check. I'll try to do. I'll do a strength check.
250
should I-
pounds.
Do it in athletics.
How much do I weigh again?
Yes, this would be an athletics check.
Okay. 14.
Oh my
Hell
God.
yeah.
Got it.
Bonus
Mhm.
to wow.
I'm 300
I'll say-
pounds, baby.
You're dragging him because you have a lot of strength, but
Isn't it
he's
for me?
heavy.
I'm 300 pounds.
Meanwhile, because you have to use both hands to drag him, Honey has gone over to Solani and is just sniffing her foot and is looking very sad.
Oh, buddy, I know it's sad, but you really gotta come with us.
He
Please.
He's sat on her foot like a dog.
Oh.
So, is my dragon okay?
Yes. You're actually, you know what? This is a good point. Your Draco Lich is alright, but upon getting out of your chest cavity, because you are unconscious now, appears very, very, very distressed about being down here.
Very stressed.
It doesn't seem to be because it's an underground area.
So, I think it's just gonna, like, sit on me.
Probably.
Like, keep close to me.
Probably just stick its head back into your chest and hide for dear life. But, now that you have seen down here, do you want to do any other checks down here, or do you want to go somewhere else? Possibly talk to the elders,
Has a little doggy door.
prepare a bit more?
Wait, is there a roll I can make to get up or no?
Roll me a d20.
Or am I just paralyzed?
You're paralyzed and unconscious, so
Oh, fuck
roll me a
Christ.
d20.
Would I be still unconscious even though I've been healed?
You are conscious and paralyzed.
Okay, well, that's better.
You are functional from the waist up. You can't walk.
I want to, like, hold my Dracolich and, like, pet it. It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
He's a paraplegic.
Shut up! I'm a cripple now.
Hey, that's a bad word.
I think I could do something to help that, maybe.
Just sleep in here.
Does anyone... You know what? It's not my place to ask. That's fine.
Wait, I have a...
I mean, you
Well-
could just ask anyways. If you want to answer, that's a different thing.
I was just gonna ask if anyone wanted to make an actual check on the flowers themselves, but...
I'll do it.
Yes, please.
What kind
Yeah.
of check?
But I'm
Absolutely.
not touching those things. Those evil little flowers.
I have nothing to lose. What check do I have to make?
Either an arcana... Oh, I'll say an arcana. Arcana or religion.
I'm good at that.
I'm
Okay.
bad at both.
Today is like, my dice are being tasty today. 18 plus 7.
You
So,
said religion or arcana?
yes.
Fuck, those are
You'll
both
get-
mine.
Both of mine are the same. I have a plus 7 on both.
You'll
I'm
get-
jailing these fucking mini dice. Oh my god.
Throw it away!
That was
Ishmael?
a 2.
Oh wait, what's the? Again, I'm sorry.
Is
Arcana or religion?
Bone still... after that, is Bone
Do
still
I get
near me?
do I get advantage because religion?
Yes, I'll give advantage because it's religion. And Bone, if you want to make a check too, you are free to do so. I know you've been kind of chilling in the
Nah.
back.
I'm still trying to maintain Ludwig since he can't use his legs. I'm just kind of like trying to prop him up right and hold on to him as he's holding on to his little Dracolich.
Well,
I'm just
I'm gonna pop it back in
steadying
my
him.
chest and, like, close my chest piece.
Oh, also, thank goodness for like advantage because I would have gotten that one, but I have 16.
When they're done with that, I want to do something.
Okay.
Well,
So
I got a 2 minus 1. So.
I will
So
say for
my total was
Ishmael
27.
and Sapphire.
22.
Ishmael got the religion half, and I'll say Sapphire took the arcana half. Okay?
Okay.
So, to establish the arcana half first, it looks like the flowers themselves are an embodiment of a spell you know as Soul Cage. Each flower themselves appear to be holding 6 different souls.
Flowers holding 6 different souls.
So in total, Ludwig, when he picked up 3 flowers, heard the wails and memories of 18 different lives.
Oh
at
god.
once.
Hooray. They're in a
So-
flask now.
As for the religion check, you would guess you didn't do the investigation from before, so you don't know anything about Solaris. But whatever deity maintains this area seems to be able to manipulate souls in general. And for whatever reason, Solani seems not
it true?
immune, but tolerant.
Is it truth?
It is not truth. It does not seem like something he would do.
I mean, he just did
Oh.
say Solaris.
Well, I'm not smart, so.
But where are you gonna go now?
I got a 1 on both my checks, so.
So,
You know.
the thing I wanted to do,
No, yes. Yes.
I wanted to use my mimic magic to try to cast levitate on myself.
I mean, that would technically work, I suppose.
I
How
wanna-
heavy are you? Wait a minute.
Isn't he like 1,000 pounds?
I'm 300 pounds.
Okay,
Pretty
so
sure
levitate
it's
would work.
gonna work. Did it before.
Yeah, levitate would work.
So I'm gonna wave my hands in front of Bone.
Okie dokie.
25. Bone, give me insight.
That's an 18.
Yay, I succeed.
Damn, I rolled high for once.
It's
He's
dangerous.
floating.
He rolled a 25, so.
Yeah. This works.
Still dangerous though, knowing Bone got an 18.
He's floating. He's still paralyzed from the waist down, but he's currently a flying warforged.
I mean, I can move freely now, kinda.
Yeah. Slowly, but yes. So where are you gonna go from now?
I'm gonna go back up the stairs. Fuck this.
Anyone else? Guys?
I mean, should we? Are we gonna talk about the plan, or are we just gonna start rolling with it?
Well, you can... Two things. One, when it comes to the plan, the one thing that still appears to be a loose end, I will say, would be the cooperation of the Shadow Elves right now. You're gonna have to, like, work with them a little bit
I mean,
if you
we
want to
don't
get them
have
ready
to
go.
cooperate to do the plan.
No.
Yeah, if anything, it could just be me and Saphir.
Again, that's
Sure.
what I thought we were gonna do.
Okay. Well, you know, that's fine.
It's like, just
Up to
gonna
you.
hold up finger guns and be like, okay, just gonna, like, hold myself in the stairs. So, shall we go and commence our plan, or will we stay down here and discuss other things?
Ludwig is paralyzed from the waist down now, right? How is he gonna possibly fulfill the role as bad guy?
Oh, I can still do that just fine.
He'll be
Sure.
relatively fine by nighttime, but he still will be, like, weakened, obviously.
I can maybe restore you of that right now if it's possible.
You got a greater restoration up?
I could, yes, I technically could.
I really wish Deimos was here.
What's it called? Would a lesser restoration work, Lesserith, or do I have to do a greater restoration?
No, lesser restoration will work if it's listed inside the effects for it. Sometimes lesser restoration is better.
I believe, like, isn't lesser for diseases and shit, and greater is for, like, status?
They're for two different sets of afflictions, which I find stupid. But
Greater
is-
sounds like just a whole cart revive.
more or less, lesser is for blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned,
Okay,
and
so
greater
then
is
you
for exhaustion.
You could restore my
debility.
legs.
Lesser restoration it is.
Hooray!
So Ishmael's gonna go up and just kind of like thigh slap him, but gently, of course, and be like, "This should help."
Ooh, woo, thank you, my dear cleric.
You're welcome. I'm glad I've been some sort of use today.
I'm gonna put my arm around Ishmael's shoulder and just give him a little kiss on the tippy top of his head. You did good, Ducky.
And then he's just gonna like melt inside, but you can't really see it. But you also kind of can.
So,
As
Oh, of course I can.
I have a question for all of you.
Hmm?
Shall we be carrying out this plan right now or tonight?
At night.
Okay.
And I,
Yeah, what? It was during the
Or, I feel
festival.
like-
During the...
yeah, we were supposed to do it when people were like drunk.
Who
They're,
is...
they're still drunk. Don't worry about that. They're still drunk.
Hold up. Who is in the front of the party right now going up the stairs?
Me.
Well, yeah, Ludwig. 'Cause he went up first, and then after that, I think it was me and Ishmael.
Make a strength save.
Oh, not
Oh,
again.
Oh fuck!
With
Well, like-
disadvantage since you're floating.
We're
Oh,
all
I
making a
don't
strength
have
save?
to do it since I'm floating?
No, with disadvantage because you're floating.
Huh? Wait, are we all floating now? Wait, what happened?
No, I'm floating.
Just Ludwig. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A 19.
So are we all? Are
Okay.
we all doing it? Are we all doing it, or?
Anyone who's on the stairwell. Who is on the
Me
stairwell?
and Bone.
I haven't started
That's it.
walking yet, so.
Okay.
Well, I'm technically with Ludwig, so I kind
You're
of.
not on the stairs, though.
Yes, we
Oh.
are. We just went up together.
And you did lesser restoration, so.
Okay.
Yes.
Um,
so.
So everyone else also.
Strength save.
19.
Not
that's it.
bad.
Oh wait, that's not a save. That was just a check. Okay, save. 10.
I rolled a 10 plus 7. 17.
Okay. Bone.
17 for me.
Okay, 17, 17, 19. Ishmael, go to what?
A 10.
10. And Zephyr?
What are we rolling again?
Strength save.
Oh shit, I'm bad at that.
It's okay,
Oh, an
so am
11.
Okay. So, Zephyr and Ishmael, actually, you guys get knocked to one side as a shadow elf comes charging down the stairs, holding a bundle in his arms. He looks frantic.
What?
And he proceeds downstairs to where you guys once were.
Excuse me.
Okay, well now I'm curious. I'm gonna start heading down again and see what.
Yeah, sorry. Ishmael's gonna do the same thing.
You hear him calling out, Solani!
Oh, she's in trouble. That's what he assumes. And so he's gonna run down and follow.
Of course, I'm gonna run down and follow because Ishmael is.
Vivian fell between the sluice gate.
Oh no. Fucking hell.
Oh,
Oh
no.
god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
He goes over to Solani, who is already very, very weakened, but she has a look at the bundle who he's holding, and she borderline starts weeping.
I'm gonna run up to her and I want to ask her if there's anything that we can do.
Yes, Ishmael would try to, but Sapphire beats him to it.
In
Make a
a
perception.
sense of, can she use our life force to do it? Does it have to be hers? Perception, you said?
Yes, and you can ask that, and she would reply, technically, yes. She
do
can
it.
use someone else's life force.
Then do it.
14.
Take mine.
So this was Vivian?
Yeah.
So the perception check was for actually seeing Vivian's state, because she is bundled up in a blanket of some kind. She is soaked and covered in blood. Her whole body has started to turn black already. It
Oh,
looks
dear.
like she had been she had fallen into the waterway underneath the city, because this is technically part of the sewer, and had gotten jammed against the sluice gate. Her arm has been stretched out, and she is missing a limb.
Sileny! Oh, you've got a life transference here. I'll keep you healed. Just do it.
You just use mine. I don't care.
He...
Didn't we come back here to save Vivian?
You
Isn't
came back...
that what we're doing?
We're watching her die.
I just said use my own fucking life force to save this goddamn girl.
This
And
is...
Ishmael just said, I'll heal Sapphire while you're using her life to do it.
This is all true, but I'd like you all to make a quick insight.
Okay.
Advantage on that. 19. Okay.
Natural 20.
14.
26.
I rolled a natural 1, but luckily I have advantage, so that was a
I rolled
19.
7 and a 20.
That was a 19 plus 6. 25. 25.
Bone?
4.
4. Okay. Anyone who rolled above a 15,
Yes.
I will start off and say that the situation confuses you. Because Vivian in your time period is fine.
Yes.
I imagine
Ishmael's
it's
confused,
okay.
but not asking questions.
something to do with us.
In anyone who rolled above a 20... What, Ludwig?
Hi.
I was just saying,
Anyone who rolled
I was
a
just-
20, I will say
Oof.
that you guys assume that she makes it out of this fine, but you're not entirely sure how.
Out of character. Could just be a flower.
It could be this, like what we're doing right now. We're like affecting the past before we even do it.
Can we hurry up and just do it?
Yeah, can
I
we?
don't want her to die.
Yes,
So
I don't want her to die either.
Solani's rebuttal to you offering is that it is technically possible, but unfortunately, trying to transfer from a soul that is well tethered, which would be a non-shadow elf of any kind, to one who is very difficult, and it might not even work.
Still Faye, still want to try it. Don't care.
Okay.
Well, also, Sileni, if you need to do it on yourself too, I'll keep you healed, please.
Clearly, she's not in condition for doing that.
She is.
Someone else has got to do it.
I mean, we
Well,
are still Fae folk. Technically,
Yeah,
me and
still
Saphir are.
close relation.
You're fairy folk, but you're not shadow fae. You're not shadow cursed. That's the problem. It works between those who are shadow cursed. She can try to,
Cousins?
but she'll try to. I'm gonna make her
I
make
imagine the only reason why Pallet Elves aren't shadow cursed is because we just happen to not be there at the time.
Probably.
more or less. Honestly,
During
We look exactly the same. I feel like it's just literally the same race, but one is cursed and the other isn't.
Peru.
pretty much, actually. But I'm gonna roll a quick medicine check to see if this works out.
Saying that, before you tell me that the results from that, if they were the same race, one is cursed and the other isn't. If there was a life transfer between one that isn't cursed to one that is, could that possibly break the curse on that specific person?
The curse itself has to do with the fact that they are drawn to the Shadowfell.
It's
Okay.
a transcending thing.
Yeah, it's
I mean, it didn't hurt to ask.
it's more of a macro level curse. Like if they die,
It's like the
bad things happen to their
level
souls.
Would there be a way of breaking that curse?
It's like the
Macro level curse.
You know, that's a good question.
Wouldn't it be similar to the magic curse that's in the Feywild?
It would be something relatively similar because
It happens
in the
outside
Fey-
of the race.
in the Feywild, when you guys were there, keep in mind, it was a very small detail, but it's technically a spell-scarred land.
Yeah, I mean, I started aging again, and I don't age.
Now that I think of it, could I Beacon of Hope so that Vivian regains maximum health, and then Sileni and Sapphire regain maximum health once they get hurt?
If you get her in your spell, you're just gonna hurt her more.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Oh,
Yes, you
so
will.
basically, the Beacon of Hope will not work on the Shadow Elves.
let me look up Beacon of Hope, actually. Let me look it up again.
It's the woman who tried to heal her and just hurt her.
Hydration.
Yeah, it says each target has advantage on Wisdom saving throws. Wisdom saving throws regains the maximum number of hit points from any healing. Any healing.
So, it's, this is actually a smart thing.
Please.
It's not healing itself, it's making it useful.
It is making the healing useful, so I'm making the life transferences maximum usefulness for the damage that you take. And it's
Alright.
making my healing more useful onto you guys. So,
See, I don't know that shit. I don't know that shit because I don't play healing clerics.
That is
Yes,
very
I do.
smart. I love Beacon of Hope as well, so that's actually
I'm
very
gonna
smart.
do it.
Do
Beacon of Hope it up.
I
So
would play
you,
healer.
you managed to do Beacon of Hope, and it gives Solani advantage on the medicine check, so she manages to swing a 16.
Yes.
She does a life transference out from Sapphire, and Sapphire, you are taking 48,
Oh god.
Oh,
48 or 48?
48 worth of damage. So let me
48.
see. That would be 22 damage.
Okay, I'm fine.
Okay.
You can keep going.
And
I have 64 hit points.
Okay.
the life
I have
transfer,
extra, so I still have 49 hit points.
the life
As long as I don't die.
transference has managed to. How much does it actually heal for? Twice? Yes.
It
So
heals for twice, but no, I think it heals for maximum. So what does that do?
right. So it would heal. It would heal for 44. because it did 22 damage. Ooh! Oh.
What? Don't say "oh" like that.
So Beacon of Hope is going to have to work in this way, where if it needs to do maximum healing, it's going to do maximum damage.
Okay, but that means I do maximum healing in turn for healing.
What I'm saying is, the amount of damage that just got done to Sapphire is 32, not 22.
32, but then they get 64 healing.
Yes.
So I will 32 heal her up. Okay, Sapphire, don't worry, I got you.
Yes.
Okay,
That is also...
so I took 22, so
You
I
took
just take
32.
10 more.
Yeah, just take 10 more.
Okay. Oh, no, it's
So-
40. Oh, fuck.
She springs back to life, but the portions of her body that are pitch black have not healed. Although she's not making death saves, there's something very off about her now.
Okay,
Did she have those black spots before in our time?
Sapphire,
No.
31 healing.
Big fat no,
I
she
mean,
did
no,
not.
wait, maximum healing. Never mind, I forgot the maximum healing. It's 32 plus 10, 42 healing.
42 will go over my thing.
Oh, never mind.
I had temporary hit points.
Yeah, so third level. So I'm gonna do third level. So that's 24 plus 9. What's 24 plus 9? Brain math, 33. You heal 33.
Okay,
I know, 'cause
I
one
guess
over.
it's max. Can I do an Arcana check
You can.
on her?
What are you checking for?
To see what is causing the blackness of.
It's the Shadow Curse.
Okay.
But she is in such a situation where when they found her, she had already failed 2 death saves.
Oh.
So
are we
she's-
able to heal that?
She's conscious and stable, but what Solani is going to tell you now is technically the soul has been permanently damaged, and you would almost need to repair it with a new one.
Okay.
Uh,
What
Told
if?
you it's the fucking flowers.
Oh, yeah, I was just like.
Wait. What if she's right? I mean, we don't have any way of knowing if Vivian, the one that we knew, we don't even know if she had the same soul as this one right here in front of us.
this is very true. You didn't know her.
We didn't
Here's
know
the
her.
thing.
I especially didn't know her.
Here's the dilemma. If we do this, if we heal her soul, give her the flower, it could affect the future in a way where we would never meet her. Or
Yes,
if
but
we did meet her, it
But
would
if
be
we-
a completely different Vivian. But if we don't do anything, she could die, and we could
Yes.
actually never meet her.
But if we don't do anything, we also run the risk of never meeting her because number one, she'll die, but also
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
we also yeah, right.
Or
But also we don't know. We also don't know if the one that we knew is this one right here.
Or another thing is we can consider how Vivian was like cursed and whatever, and that she like showed up with those big wing thingies and stuff like that. Maybe that has to do with her broken soul being fulfilled in some way in the future by going down there and being cursed by the thing, and that if she had a full soul, she wouldn't be the person dragged down there and turned into an envoy angel thingy or whatever, disappearing into the light. Because if she has a full, entirely new soul, then she wouldn't be susceptible to that, unlike the other shadow.
Poor Ishmael just got, like, exploded.
Are you okay?
What?
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
No, we're actually asking
Ishmael.
Ishmael.
Well, I don't give a fuck about you, Laz. Is Ishmael?
I don't give a fuck about my GM. Ishmael, are you okay? Fuck you, GM.
What? What? Wait, did my audio cut out, or did I?
No,
just,
no.
Like...
We gathered.
You just
You
went
kind
off.
of just spat like information everywhere.
You just
Okay.
popped off, Queen. You just
Okay,
popped
okay.
off.
Okay, I'll slow down for like 2 seconds.
No, we
What I
understood
would-
what you
No,
said.
we-
We have ADHD. We get it.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
got that. Just, are you good?
Maybe.
Damn. How long have you
I
been
just-
holding on to that?
Maybe.
He's been watching Back to the Future way
So,
too
like,
much.
we can discuss this
Um.
further and further till the cows come home, leave, and leave for college again. And then their cast leave for college. But it ain't gonna matter unless you actually do something.
this is all true. So,
A roll on it.
Vivian is
I
up
guess your
64 right
options
now.
are
temporary
put the
pause.
soul in.
So, there is one big problem.
Mm-hmm.
She can use the soul from the flower to reinstill a whole soul into something new. But Vivian is still partially in there. What she needs is a portion of the soul. She needs to actually destroy a soul.
What if the thing? What if the thing she saw in the village that night that she was taken was the part of her soul that broke?
Oh my god. Wait, she was trying to take my soul in the future, wasn't she?
I would like, in that sense, with that sentence that Landon had mentioned, make an insight with advantage.
Well, I already have advantage.
Already have
so-
advantage.
Double advantage?
Double advantage. You roll 4
Okay.
dice.
I don't have
Four?
four dice.
Yes.
Wait, that's
Four.
not a d20.
Okay.
I guess.
Natural 20!
You look-
Yes.
You look next to you, and the man who brought her down here is the same man that took her into the well.
Oh my god.
Okay. I rolled pretty high. I rolled a 15 plus 6.
Oh my god, it's all making sense now.
Can I walk through to this man and just...
I'm so sorry. So you're right, I didn't mean to yell.
I am going to just death glare at him, and I'm like right in front of his face too.
Me?
Wait,
No,
who
the man.
are you?
Wait a minute.
He's gonna be
Who are
like the
you?
kazoo kid. He's gonna look
I'm
up at the guy like, who are
An
you?
inch from his face, like staring right at him, like I want to kill him.
Who is this guy?
I'm Solani's sibling, Coriander.
Get a load of this fucking idiot.
You know, from where we're from, you're the fucker who almost killed our best friend.
Well, I don't care
did.
where you're from. First and foremost, I'm saving my sister.
You
It's a lot
did
of-
kill her.
Don't be messing with the timeline.
Oh, holy frick, what's happening?
Solani, can you save her if you can get a portion of my soul?
No.
Oh, wait.
No,
No,
that's,
don't give her her
If you
soul.
do that, we're going to kill you.
No, don't kill him. Just don't give Solani your soul. Don't give him a piece of it. Keep your soul whole. We need your soul whole. That's what we need
Yeah.
right now. Silently,
That's why
you
I'm
keep trying to
saying-
heal her with the life transferences, and I will heal you with that healing in turn. Let's see if we
Wow.
can do anything.
Ismael.
Solani
so much.
turns to Ishmael. As much as I would love to say that would work, she needs a completed soul.
Then use a flower. Use a flower.
We
use a
can't
flower.
Use the flower because the soul's in the flower hole.
But we need to give her another
you guys
half
not
soul.
learn anything?
It's
But we need to give her a
Ishmael.
half soul. But if we give her his half soul,
Ishmael.
then he will draw her back.
Ishmael.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's called using a flower. There's like a shit ton of souls already in the
Ludwig,
flower.
what
We
part do
can't
you
use a flower.
understand that we cannot use the flower?
We
Because
cannot
we need
use
a
that
half.
flower.
Trying
a
to
half soul.
Half of a soul.
Hold on. Let me explain this slowly. Trying to use the flower can only instill a whole soul. Trying to destroy the soul and rip it in half from a flower just makes it destroyed.
So not good.
It
But
wouldn't work.
basically, he is offering his
Then
half soul,
Why don't
right?
you take it from another shadow elf that's down here already? Dying.
Yes, but how would we get them to
We
make
don't
that
have a
sacrifice?
soul.
These ones are all dying, so they're desperately clinging to
Wouldn't
their souls.
work.
I mean, that would work. It'd just be very cruel.
I'm
Literally,
giving
yeah,
out
no, it's
suggestions here. You want suggestions? I'm giving you them.
I am also giving out a suggestion. If he transfers his soul,
Everyone, please calm down, firstly.
Good
Secondly,
Lord.
your options are
Just trying to help y'all.
A, let this guy do it. B, let her soul be removed, which is not a great option. Or C,
You know?
steal it from one of the people who are actually here.
I say just
I mean, I'm
steal
fine
it
with
from one of
stealing
the
it.
motherfuckers.
I'm fine with stealing it. I'm chaotic neutral.
we
Also,
can. I'm
like
lawful
to-
now. I
Yes,
can-
Bum?
I
Yeah.
don't care. You guys do what you
I
want.
just like to observe or maybe think like everyone's concerned because this is the person who led her into the well. But breaking down that whole situation of the creatures in the well and like bringing people down, we still don't know if it is intentional or malicious in any way. We just know that family members do it, which is why it makes sense that it was him that would have brought her down. We don't know if it's like an evil thing or it's like a weird spiritual soul situation.
Kind of
So
like Jade.
he may not be like an evil person. I mean, judging by his character in this moment, it seems like he is trying to save her. So like, I don't just I don't know. In case we forgot about that, I wanted to bring that up to contemplate.
That's why I said that if he does give her half his soul, I will kill him. Because I don't want him turning into one of those things and dragging her down, and the whole cycle's gonna repeat itself.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
good
If we
point.
take his half a soul, then he's gonna die, and then this is gonna happen because that's gonna make him susceptible to the soul dragon thingy.
Hold on, I will tell you flat out that you don't know if that's actually how they get turned into those things.
That's fair. But it's a possibility.
It is a very rough puzzle I've given you, I'm aware. Ludwig,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, if we're not going to let the one guy do this, and we're all fighting to not let him do this, just take one or the other of the poor fucking saps that are lying on the bed, rip their soul in half if they have one, say they don't have a soul, say they do have a soul, one of them's bound to, take it, rip it in half, give it to her, or have one half of her soul feast on the other. There's other ways to go about it. Hell,
You're saying mass genocide, like not mass genocide, but you'd kill everybody in this room to see if one of them have a soul. It's like ripping through a whole bunch of packages to see which one has the ring inside of it.
What he's saying is that it is a possibility.
My logic is that, honestly, from a character standpoint of Ludwig, he doesn't really give a fuck, because they're all dying. They're gonna die anyways. They're going to die whether he's there or he's not there. So to just take a soul from one and shove it on her, he doesn't really give a fuck.
Yeah, but for Ishmael, that's kind of different because he doesn't want him to be just going to these dying people like they're boxes.
Is there a way to sense for a person's soul? Like within the mechanics of D&D? I'm just not sure.
Yeah.
Detect good and evil.
I mean,
yeah, you could go detect good and evil. That would work.
Do any of us have that? Do any of us have that?
Let's see.
If you're a haunted one, you can use spirits. If you have access to, if you're a sorcerer, you can use divination.
I am a haunted one.
So a haunted one has connections to the damned and to souls in general. If you have, say, a god, you can ask your god. If you have divination, you can use that. If you have the spell omen, you can look for the omen in it, contacting a god. There's multiple ways to contact the planes of souls and to do it.
There is also one other method.
Toll the Dead. I could do that.
If any of you have augury.
No.
Okay. Nope, not blow or veal or stuff like that.
I can use my hunted one thing too, actually.
Okay. Well, you can search around if you so choose.
You'll
to find a
vision.
I have Toll the Dead. Does that do anything?
Toll the Dead would not. It is more of a damage dealing situation.
So,
Alas.
how do I do that? Would I like have to contact a god?
No, you would roll
You know
religion
what?
for your percentage
Actually,
and how well you're able to
Zephyr
contact.
does have a method. Currently.
It's
on her
the
person.
dagger?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh shit! I forgot about the dagger. Okay, I'm gonna look through the dagger.
This was unintentional. Make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay, that could probably go very bad. He did. A 10.
So, as you look through the dagger, you do see a number of souls very barely tethered, and it almost looks like there is a claw reaching down from God knows where, trying desperately to drag them down into the depths.
Snatch one and give it.
Should I protection of evil and good on the dagger to try and release the souls?
Okay,
That
okay.
wouldn't do much.
Can I, still looking through the dagger, can I pick up my Hellfire dagger and try to throw it at the claw? I know no one can see what I'm throwing it at, but I'm throwing it at something.
You can.
I'll do that.
Jesus Christ, Sapphire, why do you keep throwing things?
Shut up.
There's nothing there.
Shut up, I'm doing something. What happened?
What did you roll?
Oh, I have to roll for it. Okay. Hi. 18 plus 8.
You miss.
What?
I'll throw the other one!
It's almost like it's spiritual.
God.
I'll throw the other one!
It's almost
Let
like
me reiterate. You miss, and you hit one of the shadow elves who is there.
I'm throwing it up!
I'm
throwing it up at the ceiling! How did I hit them?
It has to come back down.
What goes up
almost
must come down.
like it's incorporeal, and it doesn't have a body connected to it.
The shadow elf you hit is now on death's throes, and you can see this claw has reached all the way around it. And
Beacon of hope. He gets advantage on wisdom saving and death saving throw.
he's dead. He's dead.
No advantage, no nada?
No, he's dead.
Oh,
Can
come on.
Can I just attempt to like harvest a soul?
Ooh, this one would be difficult actually.
Since I'm a construct already.
How?
Well,
Literally a construct.
I'm a
because
construct
he's
because I'm been forged.
he's not human.
No, I know, but like, how are you going to manage to do that?
My idea of this is that even though I don't have a dagger of like soul, I could still use raw arcana to just kind of like. So she has half a soul, correct?
Hmm.
It's trying to latch on to something else, right?
It is incomplete, but yes.
If I could slip my arcana to push another soul near it, they would potentially latch on to each other if they were close enough.
It's more something that needs to be mended together, which there are methods to do that.
I mean,
but
would the spell mending do that?
no.
No.
Would a magical spell such as a restoration spell do that?
Also no. But I will say, this individual who has started to die, this claw's
Actually,
hand has reached around it, and the thumb is on its throat. It
Oof.
rips away from the body, just like a child from an umbilical cord, and is drawn straight through the ceiling and away from everyone else.
The soul or the body?
The soul. The body is still there, and it's writhing.
So we're
It
just
is
sitting there
alive.
watching it happen. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
no. You can't
Yeah.
see anything. Sapphire can see this. That's it.
Oh, okay.
But is the body? Can we see the body writhing?
Uh-huh. The body is trembling
actually,
and shaking.
I have another idea.
Sapphire, what did you do?
I have an idea just to how to maybe save Vivian. Planar binding.
Straight up leaving.
Does
That's a good plan.
anybody have planar
I just-
binding?
So my question is, so I can use my mimic spells. Could I use planar binding to bind her soul to this plane?
To bind her soul to this plane? I mean, yes, but her soul is not in danger of leaving the plane as it might now.
No, I mean, she's technically, if she dies, like right here, right now, if she dies, she's going to the Shadowfell, right?
Yes, but she is alive and stable. She's just incomplete.
Oh boy, we need to complete this
I-
curse.
Sent you something in private.
So, I guess what I'm wondering here is if I could bind another person's soul to here, and
I don't think that's what we need to do.
And what would
At
we
least
need
at
to
that
do?
point, at that point in time, even if we fuck up, it could.
I'm gonna say flat out that this is a lot less complicated than it needs to be.
I don't know. I'm just thinking here, throwing ideas out. Or we could just
Can
use
we-
remove curse. That also works too.
Bone would like to ask Solani,
Go ahead.
Yep.
kind of like, because I assume while we were all discussing, I don't know what's going on with Solani and Vivian's brother, if they're just standing there listening to us.
Yeah, they're just kind of here holding their heads.
Yeah, I want to ask them. I
Uh-huh.
want to ask Solani about, because he's offering his soul and whatnot. I'm gonna ask her if there's a way I'm just gonna ask her if she can help us take the souls, one of the dying, and use that instead of using the soul of the sibling. That was worded really badly. I think that made sense though.
It did.
Okay.
And technically, she could. There are spells that she has in her repertoire that would allow her to do that. It would just be a matter of A, which soul, and B, could you convince the person, because they're still coherent at the moment.
Okay,
Could you
cool.
convince the person to give up their soul?
That was going to be my
So-
next question. So let's ask if anyone wants to, randomly taking one. We should ask the people that are dying if any of them are ready to just, not dying, but, any ones that are suffering, if any of them are willing to sacrifice themselves. And then, I know Vivian's brother is willing, but I would like to reason with him that, Vivian, if we can save her, she's still going to need you to take care of her. And, even if you save her, she won't have you anymore. And I feel like, judging by how you're acting right now, you seem to be an important part of her life. So maybe there's something else we can do.
Give me a persuasion with advantage.
Persuasion with advantage. All right. So with advantage, it's a nat 20 plus 9 for 29.
Nice.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, he sees the logic in your argument and does note that they don't have parents. He is all that she has right now. So, with that in mind, he's willing to give you some time, but please do hurry, considering that my sister is not doing well.
Can I just try to persuade one of the people on a bed to chalk up their soul?
There's 5 people left. By the way, the 6th body, it's set up.
Gosh. Oh. Is there anything I can do to make the person whose soul's being extracted comfortable?
Huh. I mean, I suppose you could use... no. I'm gonna say no.
No? Nothing
No.
to make them feel...
Wait,
just,
is their soul being stolen right now?
No, the person who had their soul stolen already,
Oh,
the body that was left has set up. That's what I'm saying.
that's weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to one of the people that's dying.
Okay.
I want to try to convince them that they should give their soul to someone else.
Join the war efforts.
What are you
So-
going to say to them?
For right now, we have a person that is in dire need of a soul. And for she is just a child. You have lived your life for quite some time, and that passing on the years, that would it not be wiser to let the old and elderly die off to the young survive through the years?
Or is it like that? But okay.
Yeah, you could have said they'll be carrying your legacy for the rest of your life. And that you will live on within them.
I
Well,
mean,
that's not what language shows.
yeah.
Okay.
This is a fair point.
I respect that.
So
The elderly man turns to you, and in a what would sound like a rather selfish fashion, he exclaims that he does want to live. If there was a method to live, he wants to live. It's not that he doesn't have sympathy for her, but he can already see. I said that you guys can't see what happened to that soul, but they definitely can. Because they're in the same situation.
So then Ludwig's going to
Ludwig
respond.
OC, the flower.
Ludwig is going to respond then. My dear sir, for you would be living on already, maybe not within your own body, but a part of another. You would be seeing the world through others and your own eyes once more. Can
Through
I
younger
roll?
eyes, if you
Can
will.
I roll persuasion?
You can roll persuasion with disadvantage because he's pretty terrified.
Can I negate the disadvantage by by helping?
And can I give him an enhanced ability so that he has higher advantage on charisma checks?
You can try to.
Sure. So I'm just rolling normally. I'm gonna also roll a d8 with my little thingy, plus my inspirations. That's 2 d8s.
Wait, I thought that if Landon negates the disadvantage and then I give advantage.
I'm using my bardic inspiration and my robe, so that's a 15 plus 11 to equal a 26. Plus whatever they're giving me.
Do you need advantage? Because if you can roll with advantage that all over again.
Sure, I'll roll with advantage this time instead. Plus the 11.
Yeah, my point of helping was to give him advantage, but then you said disadvantage. I'm like, okay, well then I'll just get rid of that.
Yeah.
So that's instead a 29.
Okay. So the guy is still
Almost
terrified.
a 30.
That being said, he's willing to consider it. If there was some way that he didn't have to give up his whole, or such a large part of his soul.
For my dear friend, I'm gonna try to con him out of this. I'm done playing around.
Oh boy.
Not here to fuck around.
So, for my dear friends, I can give you a nice healing of a wonderful world. For I have a magical item that can heal you. That if you give just a half of your soul, that I will be able to guarantee that you'll be able to return to this plane.
He looks over at Solani, and she turns her head away. He turns back to you. No.
Carry mine.
I swear to God, I will force his soul out of his body if he doesn't say yeah.
I know, right? You have an advantage on your charisma check, Ludwig. Not trying to cover
You
it.
got
I can do another
You got a
charisma.
29.
I'm gonna do another charisma check then.
Meanwhile, the body has gotten up off of the bed.
What?
2d8.
Oh,
You
God.
need the fuck what? Can I extend my
So-
hand and just recall my dagger?
My friend, are you sure? Because I have a 35 when I said this to him.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, he trusts Solani.
With a 35, that's like almost, it's like transcending the bounds of like a heightened skill check of 30. We're almost getting to 40 territory
Yeah,
here.
he is rolling pretty high for this dude.
He's rolling exceedingly high, but within the nature of the check, you're asking the guy to give up his soul to that giant claw in the sky, and the only person who's taking care of him refuses to make any note of what is going on.
No, I'm saying I'm asking to get half his soul, so that
That's-
I can feel the other half.
I'm gonna approach this guy, and I'm just gonna look at him.
Now, hold on.
Hold on.
Who is the closest person to the door?
I'd say
Bone.
that's probably either Bone or Sapphire.
I wasn't right next to Vivian.
Bone.
I was talking directly to Solani, so
Oh, yes.
I was with
None
her
of
and the
us
bro.
are.
Honey is right next to the door.
True.
That would be none of us then.
Well, no, Honey was sitting on Solani's foot.
Ooh, this is also true.
Shit. Maybe might
I
be
will
me then.
say it's either Solani or Bone. And first and
I'll
foremost,
take it. Give it to me.
Make
Hurt me.
Stop. Make a. Is it? Oh no, it's just me attacking. Okay.
Okay, cool.
20,
Okay.
and this is an 18. Is an 18 hit?
Oh, definitely.
Does it pass any of us?
All the rest of you seem to be rather distracted with the body and trying to convince this guy. Meanwhile, this body sat up out of the bed, walked over to Bone, and put its hand on her shoulder.
Oh god.
Okay.
Is this one of those mer people thingies? Because remember when we fought all of those thingies coming at us? Maybe this is the beginning stage of one of those things.
I mean,
Bone,
Like
your
one of those-
knees start to go weak.
Like one of those ghouls from that what took Vivian in the first place?
Your tail starts to droop. You take 2d6 plus 2 in necrotic,
Dear.
and,
At least the max is only 14.
and I will say, okay, so you're taking 9 damage,
Okay.
and your strength score has been reduced by
Damn,
4.
boy. What are you looking
Permanently.
at?
Your
Or
strength,
temporarily.
I don't know.
Okay.
Make an insight to what this thing is.
Is there a way to
wait, was
adjust
that
my...
was it a permanent
strength?
deduction or?
You're gonna have to go in and edit.
Yeah, it would have to be a temporary edit. So you click on the
override
strength score,
score?
and yeah, it's a temporary override.
Okay, so 15.
You feel like the life has just been drained out of you. You feel flutters of your consciousness as you do see this claw has been dragging away souls. You can see what they see for just a moment.
Okay, Bone, once you take care of that thing, I create a restoration for you, don't worry.
So,
It's- Groaning in your ear, and it seems like it wants more from you. So, I'm gonna have you guys roll for initiative quick before Bone dies.
Oh, Christ.
Can I really quickly, before initiating combat,
Yeah.
I want to whisper in its ear. I'm gonna say, what do you want?
It
I don't know if it can speak, but she's gonna ask anyway.
It leans back to you as you whisper, right next to your ear, very, very sensually.
Ah.
sexy.
Cool. Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
wrong message there, man.
Real sexy.
Give me an initiative.
You know,
Alright,
it's like this
initiative.
time is at this point that I start missing Truth's little whispers. Those were nice.
This thing
I was
is
a
a
14.
lot less nice.
I rolled a 14 on initiative.
Okay.
Both me and Bone rolled 15. What's your
Okay.
dex, Bone?
You have a higher dex than I do. Mine's
Okay.
12.
Yeah, I do.
I'll make an initiative counter here. Landon, you said you rolled a 14.
I did.
Copy. Is that for the goal thing?
Yep, that is for this creature.
Cool.
Ludwig got a 7. Ishmael got a 12.
Copy. And then, Les, will you roll for honey for me?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank
Am
you.
I rolling for my dragon or no?
Your dragon is still rather young.
Your
Even
baby
if
is napping.
it would be able to fight or take initiative, I don't know how much it could do at this very point in time.
I mean, the only damaging moves it can use is a bite claw attack or a light breath weapon.
It was born yesterday. What good will it be?
It's pretty tanky.
It's
Honey.
true.
It has an AC
Ooh,
almost.
Honey hit a
comparable to
19 plus 6, so...
That makes sense too. If he sees that I'm in danger, he's gonna fucking crack his knuckles and do
I'm
some
not
shit.
having any of this shit right now.
All right, there's your initiative. Is anyone else gonna join in the battle? Is Solani or the Broski or anything? Or are they just watching?
Oh, you know what? Solani is rather weak, so I will say that she's probably trying to hang back a little bit on this.
Is the
Makes sense.
Kenku joining?
Oh yeah, I forgot
That's-
he was with us.
The brother... Sorry, who? Who else is with
Kenku.
you? Oh, right, he's down here too. That is true. Okay. I forgot he was with you. So, Kenku is... You know what? He's just chilling at the back corner. He thinks you guys can handle this. He's just laying on the back corner.
Also
But
makes
he-
sense.
Randolph.
But the brother has rolled a 18.
I have never called the Kenku by his proper name.
Dolan? I mean, he could be Randall if you want to. You can call him Randall. I don't fucking care.
I've called him Randall. I've called him Darwin. I've called him Donald.
Dolan Dank.
Dolan Duck.
Diddly dank dong dingy.
No, Donald. Like Donald Duck.
Sup,
So, Honey is very, very not happy with this. What is Honey going to do?
That is an excellent question.
You're attacking Mama, you gonna die.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up his sheet. I haven't had to pull his thingy in a while. Beep boop bop beep. Where the fuck did I put it? Beep boop bop beep.
Bobble boop beep.
Beep bloop maggot.
Well, let's talk about.
Oh my god, my mind is blanking. What is he again? He's a Leviathan.
Yes.
No,
Thank you,
he's a cat.
My head went empty.
He's a cat. He's alright.
Look.
He's fine.
He's a water
Hey,
dog,
Ben.
don't you know?
No, that's functional.
Do.
That's sick.
Being
Eh?
on the feast page is always makes me cry. It's so hard. I have to manually roll everything and count and use
you could
numbers.
You could just roll for D&D Beyond, you know.
That's deep, eh?
No, I do, but it's still like having to. It's different having to count all the extra stuff. It's fine. I'm just complaining for no
Well,
reason.
I'm at the bar.
So this boy is going to. He's pretty close though, isn't he? Because
Yeah, he's within melee range, actually.
okay, cool. He's gonna try to make
Look at my fat boy.
his bite attack.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
wait, fat boy.
Let's try to roll for that. Ooh. Yeah, that does not hit. I mean, I don't know what its armor class is, but that's a 5 plus. Do. His strength isn't full because he's baby. What should the modifier be?
Should be half.
5. Gotcha. So that's gonna be 10 to hit.
What is your armor class, buddy boy? Let me see. It might still hit.
My cat just bit me and it wasn't very nice. You hurt my feelings.
He's trying to be honey.
Poor boy.
He hurt my feelings.
That does not hit, sadly.
Okay.
But Honey does have a multi-attack, you know.
I don't know how this shit works, man.
So multi-attack,
Talon and one bite attack.
you attack as many times as it says you attack. Where it says multi-attack.
Okay. So why do anything else? Oh, is that just to calculate it individually?
Yes.
Oh, okay, then I'll have him do that. So that one was the bite, and then I'll try to do the hits for the 2 claws.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. I'm a dumb brain. It's poo.
It's okay. You get the
I
head
got
cap.
a
The next
pain in
one
the
doesn't
brain.
hit also. This
Yeah.
kid is struggling. Are you okay? The next one is a 17.
Okay.
First claws.
He's sad and frantic and flailing all over, but he finally hits something.
Roll. Ooh, it's 2d6 plus 5. Oop, 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 oop. So it does 12 damage with his one claw hit that hits.
Okay. So this creature retches back as Honey rips it across the stomach. It lets out a very agitated wail before, as a reaction, putting its hand on Honey.
Oh no.
And doing the same thing that it did to you.
No.
Does it hit?
I am checking.
Nah.
Boop-a-doop-boop-a-doop-a-doop. That's a 19 plus... Ow. What is your proficiency? You don't have a proficiency, so it's just a raw 19.
Do I have to...
Does a 19 hit Honey?
Is his armor class halved?
Yes.
What the fuck is math? I assume that hits, yeah. 23 divided by 2, I think it hits. I don't know how to do math, man.
I'm sorry, I'm making you do math.
It's okay. Okay, it's an 11, so it does hit.
Okay. So, he's taken 2d6 plus 2. Oh, 2d6. He's taking 7, 8, 9. Yep, 9 damage, and he is having his strength sapped by 3.
Oof, down to plus 2. Okay.
So, Honey is now whimpering because it looks... his eyes, it almost feels like the life is being drained out of him. Boy.
Since the thing let go of me, can I use a reaction against it?
You are within range, actually. Huh. But it didn't move. He hasn't moved, so I would say no. Movement is what prompts opportunity attacks.
Okay.
So it would now be the creature's turn, and he's going to do the same thing to you again.
He's gonna turn back around.
Yes. He's just
no.
back and forth between you two. This one is a 15.
Yeah, it hits. My AC is only 13.
Oh my. You need better armor.
I know.
But
Dude,
she's long range.
you're what, a ranger or fighter?
Yeah, I'm a ranger.
I have better armor class than you do.
You're
As a
taking
wizard.
you're taking another 12 damage
Okay.
first, and your strength oh god.
Oh no.
Your strength score goes down by another 4.
Okay.
I can
so
fix
that's gonna
this,
be
okay? Just don't cause
11.
complete chaos until then.
You have been put onto your knees at this point.
Oofy.
This
Fine,
is
fine.
I will inform you of something very, very important.
I like your
Making-
cat, Landon.
Make an insight with advantage,
Thank you.
really quick, please.
Everybody?
Insight with advantage.
No, just her.
Just her for this one.
Okay.
Alright, that's a 15.
Okay. You feel like you're going to die because you're probably going to die.
Nice.
Nice.
I mean,
It doesn't matter how much damage it actually does to you. If your strength score hits 0, you actually do die.
Nice.
what is your
I-
strength?
I-
right
Look at it right now.
What's your strength?
My
right
strength's
now?
at 11.
Okay.
So it's not the worst.
Yeah, little fine. It's fine.
If I can kill this thing though, I get to level up. So I want to shank a bitch.
You can't have help. You
It's-
have to do it by yourself.
It's going to try and move away from you and towards... Who's the next? Ooh! It's going to try and move towards Solani, because she's already very weakened. And at this point in time, you
Now
do
can I
actually get
react?
an opportunity attack.
That's true.
Hiya. And is that just melee?
It can be anything within range.
Is Solani
Okay.
in initiative?
No, Solani is trying to stay out of the fight because she's horribly weakened.
I see.
Wait, can
I
I call
my
something
moon's
out?
Uh-huh.
Can I call something out, seeing the thing moving? It's moving! Landon, go help Solani!
Well, I can't yet. It's not my turn.
just get there! Eventually!
I would,
love
but I can't.
How, like, Dungeons and Dragons, it's like, I am just gonna sit here and wait.
Sorry, it's not my turn.
Oh, it's my turn now. I will give it a hit.
Hold on. Bone's doing a reaction attack, isn't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
use
she
my
is.
moonsicle.
You're using the moonsicle? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like a popsicle, but
Yeah.
moon.
Moon
I mean,
popsicle.
This is basically the interaction right now. Ishmael, Landon, go help Solani. Landon, wait, I have to burp. Give me a second. Ooh, it's taking a long time. Okay, now I
So-
can help her.
What did you roll for a hit?
A dirty 20.
Okay. Give me damage.
The only reactions that I have in combat is opportunity attacks. So, unless he comes within 5 feet of me and then leaves that 5 feet, I can't do anything. Sorry.
What'd you get for damage?
I haven't rolled it yet because I was reading the description still because I was
Gotcha.
using my brain and
Gotcha.
it's very small. That's 3 damage. I reach out and I just go ha.
Oh, wait a minute though. It's moonsicle. Let me see really quickly if something.
Does that mean
Yeah.
insta-kill? Please, please, please.
It's silver. It is silver.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Something from me. I want to do some sneak attack damage.
So that would be 6 damage because it is silvered. And
Nice.
at this
Yeah.
point in time, its head comes off.
Oh,
Oh no.
is it still
No, really?
standing?
The body, it drops to its knees and then flops onto the floor before the inky blackness around it starts to drain away, leaving the body of a normal, average, everyday-looking shadow elf that has been decapitated.
Y'all really love ruining my rage opportunities, don't you?
Y'all love
Sorry.
ruining my sneak attacks.
It
I will
only
say-
had like a little bit HP though. Like I didn't even do that much damage to it.
There's a good reason, and I will give it to you here. This is what that creature was. It's a shadow.
A shadow elf? Just a shadow?
It's just a shadow. This is what happens to shadow elves when they die.
It had 16. She only did 3.
She did 6 because of the moonsicle.
Oh.
Honey,
Well,
you
that's
did
not
this
right.
back before.
Because remember, shadows only have 1 health.
Ah.
Remember Deimos' shadow?
What's it?
It's not that kind of shadow.
It's different. It's different. This one here has 16 hit points.
This creature is specifically from the Shadowfell.
Is it a question? Is
And-
it a Shay?
It is it's an undead.
Oh.
Did we leave Shay in the present? I feel like we've been.
Yes,
No,
over it.
not Shay as in the person, but Shay as
No,
in the
yeah.
creature.
Yeah, but yes, it is. You did leave Shay in the present. And no, it is a undead. But this
The-
creature has fallen. Initiative is currently over, but this is, as an example, what actually happens to shadow elves if they fail all those death saving throws.
I want to turn to the guy they're trying to convince, and I'm just gonna look at him and point. Is this what you wanted to happen to you? Because that's
I'd
gonna
rather-
happen if you let that claw get you. You're gonna
I'm
die
gonna, like-
anyways.
I'm gonna run over to Bone and slap her with Greater Restoration to remove that strength debuff.
Hey, smart man.
Thank you.
Is greater restoration is that applies to only 1% at a time, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so basically I'm walking over to Bone. You're gonna be fine.
I want
Place a hand on her
Slap
shoulder,
her in
but
the
I
face.
don't hurt her. Oh, slap her in the face, never mind. Slaps
I'll
her
take
across
it.
the face.
You feel revitalized, and your strength is back, but you are slightly shaken by the fact that that thing, if it hit you maybe 2 more times, that would have been very bad.
Uh,
I'll give you a kiss in a second. Let me try and scare this guy into selling his soul.
But yes, trying to convince this guy. This guy is all the more rattled. He's barely talking to you now.
I'm gonna
Back to
call
the matter at
Solani
hand.
over. I'm gonna call Solani over, and I wanna like talk to her aside.
Uh-huh.
Can I enter a rage anyways?
Yes, you can. You can be a cute little wolf.
Hey.
I'm just casually gonna.
What a thriller
Enter
that
her.
was.
The whole point of shadows, I will inform you, is if there's mobs of shadows.
Listen, when we went into that, I was thinking, oh no, it's gonna have to be cut in half. No, the actual thing itself was cut in half.
It's okay though. Like, what's it called? Only having minor healers panic every 5 minutes now. But yeah, we good.
But what are you saying, Solani?
Your Solani.
I know. I'm saying, what is Sapphire saying to Solani?
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna ask her if we can just force this guy to do it.
You can, but I would have to do it, and I would refuse.
Do we have another choice? I'm not letting the other dude do it. If he does it, I'm gonna kill him.
Well, if you kill him after he's already done it, then is there really any point to that?
Yeah.
Before the soul has a chance to transfer, I think.
I am
So
going to kill him after, not
I have another
before.
question I want to ask Solani.
Uh-huh.
So you say that these flowers can switch souls, correct?
They can store them, yes.
Well, my question is, say for example, he was to touch the flower fully, would his soul be swapped with another?
Technically.
And could you
Could we
extract the
use that
soul
soul?
from? Could you extract his soul from the flower?
We literally just had that conversation.
No, you had the conversation about using a soul from the flower, not extracting the elf
His
soul.
soul.
It goes through the flower. It wouldn't work the same.
Yes. But
It
what
wouldn't work
would
for us.
work, what would work, is if
You see.
you gave him a new soul, and she clipped that soul in half. That would work.
What are you looking at, Sawyer?
Okay, so then what? So instead, I want to offer her this.
Mhm.
Can we kill two birds with one stone here? Can you take the soul from the flower as it's being exchanged, split it in half, and give them both a chunk?
Could do that.
That's actually
He's
quite a
healed,
smart move.
He's healed. They're both healed with one soul from the flower. You can do that. Does that suffice for you?
That does seem like a smart move. I'm willing to try that.
So he's gonna hand her the flask, take a flower, and get to work.
Here's the thing, though. He already has a full soul. So how would that work? I'm sorry. I'm just like out of
In-
character, just trying to understand.
In the swab, she's going to split the soul that is currently in the flower in half and give it to both of them simultaneously.
Okay,
He
but
doesn't. He only has. No, I'm pretty sure he only has half a soul. Otherwise, it wouldn't have worked.
he has half a soul.
He does.
Otherwise, it wouldn't have worked.
He has half a soul. She has half a soul. It's gonna work. I wanna just gonna let him do it.
I thought he had a full
Yeah.
soul. That's why he wanted to do it.
No.
He has a whole soul.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
If you give him
try
half,
and give.
it would revitalize him.
Yes.
Yeah, but technically he wouldn't be giving anything if you just give him half a soul.
Sapphire, she says it's gonna work. It's gonna work. I don't give a shit.
I
about
am
the
just
mechanics.
trying to understand. Can you not give me shit for trying to understand?
Oof.
I am talking to the DM.
Sure.
Yes. It'll work just fine.
Then do it. Don't explain it to me then.
So what she's going to use in this case is tether essence instead of life transference. Between both people, they're now attached. The soul and the flower is taken and it's split.
Huzzah, fixed.
Yay.
Genuinely, that was much more complicated than it needed to be.
Thing is, I didn't need to get a fucking attitude for trying to understand what was happening.
I thought you were
Granted.
shit-talking me.
No, I wasn't. I was
You're-
literally just trying to understand.
As per normal, you're both shit-talking each other. Now shut the fuck up.
I wasn't shit-talking anyone. He got aggressive towards me because
I'm
I was
gonna
trying
go
to
ahead
understand
and
what was
say
going on.
that's the end of the session, and I'm going to fucking bed.